Commander, fresh news from the war on Iokath. Republic troops capture one of our supply stations. The Empire's leading a retaliation, but we're locked in a stalemate.
You always know how to cheer me up. What about our hunt for the traitor in our ranks?
We've been spying on every member of the Eternal Alliance, just like you ordered. Now we're drowning in leads, but none of it's actionable. Our people feel violated, and we're no closer to catching the traitor.
If you had to guess, who do you think betrayed me?
Honestly, the longer we search, the more I think someone planted the traitor idea to turn you against your own people. We could be facing an outside threat. Maybe a past rival, someone who wants you dead.
Lighten up, Theron. Things aren't all doom and gloom.
Well, you look cheery today, Lana. Did Galt spike the calf again?
Even better. I found a lead. Alliance agents picked up a signal from the shadow world of Umbara. It's encrypted with the same algorithm the traitor used on Iokath. They're still on the planet, helping our Republic foes grab a massive stockpile of Adegan crystals.
Adegan crystals are attuned to the Force. Could our traitor be working with the Jedi or Sith?
It's possible, but Darth Malgus once discovered a use for them beyond lightsabers. He's gone, but the Republic may be adapting his work.
Both sides have tinkered with Adegan crystals for years, part of an arms race to build a new arsenal of superweapons.
If we move quickly, we can corner the traitor and hijack those crystals. Intel says they're on an Umbaran supply train headed for the capital city.
Then we leave now. The traitor won't escape us this time.
The train is on the move, and the traitor's on board.
Nothing we can't handle.
The traitor's on the other side of that door.
They're gone.
That's impossible. According to the signal, they're still on the convoy. No!
Theron.
It's over, Commander. In a few minutes, this train will collide with that mountain range. You'll be disintegrated, and I'll escape with the Adegan crystals. Don't worry. You won't feel a thing.
You really think a train wreck is enough to kill me?
Maybe not. But at least it'll buy enough time to set my plan in motion. Luring you into that trap on Iokath was just the beginning. Ever since you defeated Valkorion, everything I've done has been towards one goal. The total destruction of the Eternal Alliance.
You helped build the Alliance. After everything we've been through, why tear it down now?
What I built was an end to the Eternal Empire, not this. I followed you because I believed you'd end the cycle of war. I thought we'd finally be free once you took down Valkorion. But the Eternal Throne brought out the worst in you. Now you're a power-hungry tyrant, a symbol of everything that's rotten in the galaxy.
Peace demands a strong leader, Theron. I can give you what you want.
I believe that. Once.
If you topple the Alliance, millions will die.
If that's the cost of peace, so be it. 30 seconds to impact. This is goodbye.
Stop the train, Theron. We can still find peace, but we have to work together. Lana, Theron escaped.
Warning, collision. Collision imminent. Brace for impact.
We need to survive long enough to make Theron pay. Jump!
Not surprised you survived the crash. I didn't think it would be that easy. But it buys me enough time to get off-world.
Theron, come back. We can talk about this.
We're long past that.
I don't understand. How did I not see this coming? Was I really that blind?
He fooled us all, Lana.
When I get my hands on him, he will regret betraying a Sith.
This isn't over, Theron!
No! This is just beginning.
We recovered most of the Adegan crystals. Once we tap into their power, Iokath is as good as ours.
And Theron.
Word of his betrayal is spreading quickly. My agents are running damage control, but it will be weeks before we know how much harm he inflicted. Even with the truth out in the open, I can hardly believe Theron was the traitor.
He was a good ally and a better friend. I never saw this coming.
He played us both. But at least now we know our target. We should brace ourselves for Theron's next move.
Theron's father may be dead, but his mother's still alive. Find out what she knows.
I already have feelers digging into Satil's whereabouts. I'll begin the hunt at once.
Before you start, I want to send a message to Theron. Open a holo channel and prepare to broadcast it across the galaxy.
Clearing channels now. What message will you send the traitor?
This is the commander of the Eternal Alliance. I have a warning about the terrorist Theron Shan. He is a dangerous, unhinged criminal who will stop at nothing to destroy you and your loved ones. I am placing a bounty on Theron Shan's head. 1 billion credits to anyone who brings him in, dead or alive.
I'm sorry, Commander.
So, you did as we asked. We had our doubts, but now we see your dedication to the cause. We've reached a decision. Theron Shan, welcome to the Order.
Good timing, Commander. It seems the bounty you put on Theron reached the right people. I just approved a landing request from an unarmed shuttle from the Chiss Ascendancy. The envoy claims he has a lead on where Theron went.
What would Theron be after in Chiss-controlled space?
Your guess is as good as mine.
A pleasure to finally meet you, Commander. Aristocrat Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
You said you have information on Theron.
Information that will benefit us both. Theron Shan is hiding on the Chiss world of Kopero. He's receiving aid from Syndic Zenta of House Inrokini in exchange for Alliance secrets. With our help, you can catch them both unaware.
You would really turn against one of your own to help the Alliance?
After Zenta's actions, she's no longer welcome among the Chiss. Zenta violated ascendancy orders when she sheltered Theron, and now she's ignoring our communications. She's gone rogue. She has the backing of House Inrokini, so we can't capture Theron without igniting a political war. But if a strike team were to land and take care of the problem, the Ascendancy will look the other way.
Outsiders have never been allowed on Kopero. You trust us that much?
I do have one stipulation. I'll send a representative along to keep the Ascendancy's best interests in mind.
Lieutenant Raina Temple of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force reporting. I've heard a lot about your tactics, Commander. I hope to prove a useful ally.
Forgive me if I noticed the lack of blue skin, Lieutenant.
That's a long story. I'd be happy to tell you on the way.
If there are no objections, we should get a move on. We don't know how long the aristocra's information will be valid.
Get ready to take off. It's time to catch a traitor.
I see you've met our traitor. Have you secured yours?
He's gone. It seems Theron Shon has betrayed us both. He wasn't seeking refuge on Capero. He was after the Chiss relic hidden here.
Does she mean the holomap?
I'm going to need an explanation.
Long ago, Chiss agents stole a holomap from the Sith Emperor, in case our deal with the Empire went sour. It shows the coordinates to the Emperor's greatest secrets.
It's been hidden here on Capero, and only the highest-ranking Chiss can access it. Shon knew this, and he used me. He sliced into my personal logs to steal the map's location. Once he had what he needed, Shon took my best fighters and abandoned me.
You took in a known traitor. What did you expect would happen?
Trust me when I say I had no idea what devastation he was truly planning. Commander, Shon has joined a group searching for a powerful weapon. One capable of destroying entire civilizations. They want to use it against you and the Alliance. That map will lead Theron straight to it.
Let's see where you're hiding. There it is. Of all the planets in the galaxy.
Then our objective is clear?
Yeah.
Trust in my vision, Shon. You will not fail.
Well, I hope you're right. For all our sakes.
It seems we now have a mutual enemy. I've sent you the coordinates to Shon's location. If you hurry, you can stop him.
One moment, Commander. As you know, Syndic Zenta is a traitor to the Chiss. Officially, we can't act on this. But you can. If you disposed of Zenta, you would have the gratitude of the Ascendancy. I may even be able to broker an alliance.
You wouldn't dare.
I'm the commander of the Alliance. I won't stoop to doing your dirty work.
You also stand to benefit from her elimination. The Syndic bought Alliance secrets. At the very least, her actions warrant imprisonment.
I did it to help my people. To keep House Inrokini safe. Would the Alliance not do the same?
If Zenta lives, we have no deal. The choice is yours, Commander.
Lana, send an officer to wipe any Alliance data, and send Zenta back to House Inrokini.
I'll see it done.
Thank you.
We will both come to regret that.
I've received Zenta's map coordinates, Commander.
Let's go. We're not letting Theron escape again. End of the line, Theron.
Go! I'll hold them off!
No, you'll never win!
Victory isn't my fate, Theron. It's yours!
Sir, I've received an update from Aristocra Saganu. Zenta told House Inrokini everything. They're calling for retribution against the Aristocra. At this rate, a political war among the Chiss is inevitable.
Theron's my only concern now. Does Zenta know where he went?
We've been combing through her terminal data, but it seems unlikely. In any case, I'd like to stay and continue working with the Alliance. I believe my connection to the Ascendancy could be valuable here.
Good. We'll need the extra hands to capture Theron, and find this mysterious group he's allied with. We managed to recover fragments of the holomap he destroyed. I'm personally overseeing a team of engineers to piece them back together. I assure you, Commander, no one sleeps until we discover where the traitor is headed.
On Umbara, Theron said he wanted to restore peace. Why would he be after a superweapon?
Another lie, perhaps. We can't trust anything he says. We're close to uncovering the next step in his plan. Then the real hunt begins.
We received the coordinates. You've proven yourself useful, Theron.
I held up my end of the bargain, now it's your turn. Will this really work?
You have no need to worry. The Eternal Alliance and its commander will be destroyed. The Order of Zildrog will prevail.
Commander, you're just in time. Hylo discovered a new lead in our search for the Order of Zildrog.
My guys picked up a weird signal from an abandoned Imperial listening post on one of their runs. Seems it was meant for the Alliance.
When decrypted, the signal broadcasts one word, Zildrog. The same as the message we intercepted from Theron. Someone is trying to lead us to the Order, I know it.
There could be valuable information at that listening post. We need to take a look.
At the least, it could give us a clue about what Theron's after. There's no telling what you'll find, so I'll come along to provide support. I'm ready when you are.
Then let's get moving. Hylo, ready the shuttle.
Today, I watched two children on the Spire fight over a discarded ration. I could do nothing to help them. Zakul was a golden empire, and now look at us. Digging through the ashes the Alliance left behind. So many families torn apart, fighting a war they never wanted. And for what? So the Outlander can rule us from a stolen throne? Valkorian's death, Arkan's tyranny, Valen's path of destruction. It all began with the Outlander. I don't know what I can do, but I won't stand by and watch my people suffer. I need to take down the Alliance. For Zakul.
Who is this man?
According to the data, his name is Vin Atreus, former member of Valen's Horizon Guard. He was reported missing 6 months ago. Beyond that, no records.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone. Even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
We spent weeks sweeping Odessen for bugs. And somehow they still had eyes on us. How is that possible?
You'll need my help. No one knows the Alliance better than one of its founders.
You expect me to trust you? After you helped the Outlander forge a partnership with the Empire? In a single blow, you doubled their support and cut ours in half.
I also led the commander into that trap on Iokath. You wouldn't hear me out, so I took matters into my own hands. Look, you doubt my intentions, I get that. How can I convince you?
Umbara. The Adegan crystals.
You got it.
When Emperor Arkan gave the order to bomb my homeworld, we didn't even have time to evacuate. Millions of people, my people, wiped out in an instant. All because Arkan wanted to send a message to the Alliance. And now, he sits beside the commander as a friend? Where is my justice?
I promise you, Arkan and the commander will pay for their crimes. The Alliance will fall. But I need your help, Chilanes.
You shall have it.
And Dozal, you helped the Outlander take the throne in the first place.
You saw Valen's tyranny with your own eyes. Can you blame me for using any means necessary to overthrow her?
You put another tyrant in her place.
An error in judgment, I'll admit. But I'm here to correct my little mistake. The commander needs to be eliminated. Our people have suffered enough, Vin. Let's put an end to it. For Zakul.
For Zakul. I think I finally found it. After combing through all the data we took from Iokath, there was a string of numbers repeated over and over. When I decrypted them, the string spelled a word. Zildrog. I thought it was just a legend, but the dragon god of Zakul is real. And it's a super weapon, capable of consuming entire civilizations. I don't know how to wake Zildrog or how to control it, but I'm one step closer. It's finally here. My chance to destroy the Alliance and avenge my people. But I can't do it alone.
There's another machine god.
If the Order awakens Zildrog and uses it on Odessen...
Odessen is only the beginning. This weapon could devastate the galaxy.
We're running out of time.
How did you find me?
It wasn't difficult. Despite clumsy attempts to cover your trail, I was able to learn everything about you. I know how to awaken Zildrog, and where to find it. It's much closer than you think.
You're lying. I searched the Gemini network.
I have ascended beyond the Gemini network. I severed my connection to maintain my free will. I've attained knowledge an organic like yourself cannot comprehend. If you provide the right people, I can help you control Zildrog.
What do you want in return?
My sisters are shackled to the throne. I still feel them calling to me.
You want them freed?
No. I want them destroyed. As long as the Eternal Fleet and the Gemini network exist, I remain vulnerable to outside control. Zildrog is the key to my freedom. I will not be enslaved again.
Odessen isn't the only target. They're after the entire Alliance, everything we built.
We haven't lost yet. We need to find the Order and stop them from awakening Zildrog.
My scans show there's still one more active terminal. Let's hurry. Strange. New data was entered into this console just before we arrived.
What does it say?
It's a set of coordinates on Nathema. There's a message. They've found it. Hurry. Wait. I recognize this encryption method. We developed it together years ago on Rishi. Only 2 people know how to decrypt it. Me and Theron.
There are so many layers to this. I hardly know what's real anymore. What in the blazes is going on?
The coordinates could be a trap. But why Nathema?
Self-destruct reactivated. All personnel advised to evacuate immediately.
We'll discuss it later. Let's get out of here, before the whole station blows.
It's on you now, Commander.
You destroyed the data?
Didn't leave a trace.
I received word from my team. They've repaired the holomap from Capero. The data confirmed the Order's objective is Nathema. I can't believe it, but Theron's information was good. What's more, the coordinates we received from Theron pointed to a specific location on Nathema. It may be Zildrog's location, but we can't know for sure.
If the data we found is real, we need to destroy that machine before the Order activates it.
The only chance we have is to follow Theron's coordinates. For now, we have to trust our information. In any case, I'm coming with you to face those traitors. We've come too far to let them win now.
Let's show them who they're dealing with.
Commander, there's something I need to say. Not so long ago, you placed your faith in me, in spite of my past. I was your enemy from the start, but Theron was your friend. He stood by your side through the worst of my attacks. Regardless of his intentions now, when the time comes, consider the same mercy you showed me.
If Zildrog is real, it's a much bigger threat than Theron.
You will defeat it as you've defeated every enemy. When it's done, remember what I said. Now go. Save the Alliance.
I can feel the history here. Valkorion had so much left to accomplish.
If he had his way, we'd all be dead.
Valkorion made to cool the paradise, until your alliance destroyed it.
I know I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to help.
Then don't forget your place.
We've arrived. It calls out to us. It has slept for centuries, but knows the time to feed is approaching. SWTOR.
Call the others. We'll begin soon.
According to reports, the Force has returned to Nathema since Valkorian's death. The process has left the planet unstable and violent, so we'll need to be cautious.
I've got the fleet rallied over Odessa in case we need to mobilize. Good luck, Commander.
This is where the coordinates pointed to, but...
Where are we?
Not Zildrog's location, evidently.
Sorry, I needed to meet somewhere the Order wouldn't notice. I managed to give them the slip, but we don't have much time.
So you betrayed the Order too? You have quite a track record.
I know how it looks, but just hear me out. I heard rumors about the Order of Zildrog through my old underworld contacts. It took me months to even find them, and the whole time, they were watching us. By the time I learned the truth about Zildrog, it was almost too late. They learned too much. I had to slow them down long enough for the Alliance to catch up. I had to join them, work from the inside. The only way to get Ven Atreus to trust me was to betray you.
It wasn't the only way. Why didn't you come to me?
The Gemini droid was watching. I couldn't figure out how, but she was recording every word we said. Telling you would risk the whole operation. I needed the betrayal to look real. You can't imagine how hard it was, putting you through that. But I knew you were strong enough. I had faith in you.
So you infiltrated the Order and learned their plans. What are we up against?
They found Zildrog in one of the Emperor's vaults. Looks like Valkorian kept it on ice as a failsafe. The Order has nearly finished their final preparations. Once they activate Zildrog, it's the end of the Alliance.
I see them. The Alliance has arrived.
Already? How did they find us so quickly?
Theron Shan is among them. I warned you about him.
That deceitful scum. We'll have to begin ahead of schedule. Make sure the others are ready. Our new ally will take care of the Outlander.
I stalled him with false data for as long as I could, but we don't have much time. If we act now, we can stop the Order before they activate Zildrog. I set up blind spots so we can get through the vault mostly undetected.
We're supposed to trust you after what you've put us through. How do we know you're not leading us straight into the Order's hands?
I don't like it either. But right now, Theron's our best chance at stopping the Order.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Come on. We need to get moving.
Commander, you've done well for yourself since we last spoke. A shame you stepped on the corpses of your mentors to get there. When you killed Darth Barris, I labeled you a threat, but then you cut down our master himself, the man who named you his wrath and gave you power. You are a menace to the Empire and a danger to us all. You must be exterminated.
Our master tried to consume the galaxy to extend his own life. I did the Empire a favor.
And who will be next in your rampage for justice? I don't intend to find out. Enough talk. I've provided a distraction for you. Deal with it as you will. When you're finished, we'll be ready.
What is this?
You! Been wanting to do that for ages.
Organics fight so hard for their survival. But you are too late. The thrones have been filled. Zildrog is summoned.
What happened to these people?
They served a purpose they hadn't anticipated. Fuel for Zildrog's awakening. First, he will destroy the shackles that kept the enslaved to your kind. Then he'll obliterate your pathetic alliance. As a reward to Atreus for playing his part.
That machine can wipe out an entire planet without a weapon. I'm calling your bluff.
What stands before us is only Zildrog's mind. I'll show you how little you understand. The time has finally come. Zildrog awakens.
Not since I consumed this planet have I felt such hunger. Give me a target. Let me feed.
Execute Formation 2995.
It is done.
What was that?
Commander! Things okay over there? Because they're definitely not okay here.
Zildrog was... How is this happening?
Hilo, get everyone off Odesson. Launch as many shuttles as you can.
That's a tall order, but I'll do my best.
Gathering power.
Inconvenient. It appears I'll have to eliminate you myself.
Destroy the power sources. Don't let Zildrog recharge. We need to shut Zildrog down before it has the chance to attack again. The tech involved shouldn't be too different from Tithe, so I think I can slice into it.
Baron, no!
Sharon!
I've sacrificed too much to let you ruin my last chance at vengeance. Zildrog will destroy Odesson, and you'll finally know how it feels to lose everything.
Your fight is with me, Atreus. No one else has to die.
Did you give Zakuul the same consideration? You took everything from us! It's time to end this! Sildrog! Lend me your power!
Consume our enemies, servants of the dragon. Systems failing. I see darkness.
No!
Theron's still alive, but just barely.
Couldn't even do that right. It looks like you've won again, Outlander. Like you always do. What are you waiting for? Strike the final blow. Be the hero yet again.
You destroyed my fleet, attacked my people, and endangered the galaxy. For your crimes, I sentence you to death.
Get it over with.
We don't have much time. Unless we get Theron to Odessen, he won't make it.
Call a shuttle. We're taking Theron home.
No Alliance casualties, minimal damage to Odessen, and we stopped an ancient machine from destroying half the galaxy. I'd say that's a win. Factions associated with members of the Order have offered their apologies. But the fact remains, the fleet and the gravestone, our two strongest weapons, are gone. The future of the Alliance is uncertain. What happened on Nathema is proof that we need change.
The galaxy fears us, with or without the fleet. We'll have no problem maintaining control.
If it were anyone else, I'd have doubts, but I've seen what you can do. After this, I imagine the Empire and Republic will double down on their war efforts. We may need to consider who we'll support when the time comes.
It's time we get you back to the Empire, Lana.
Only if I never have to set foot on Drummond Cass again. You know, it'll be nice to take a break from ruling the galaxy.
Well, like you've ever taken a break in your life.
Theron!
It's been a while since I was last in this room. It's good to be back. Look, I know I put you through hell. I was reckless and stupid, and it almost cost us everything. I saw the bounty you put on me. I know I screwed up, but I did it to protect you and the Alliance. And if you'll have me, I'll work hard to earn a place at your side. So, what do you say? Are we still a team?
You risked your life for us. There's always a place for you here.
I don't know what I would have done if you'd said no. I have a lot of making up to do, but I'm here to stay, no matter what.
As am I. The Alliance may change, but we're not going anywhere. Everything is different now. But whatever the future holds for us, the three of us will face it. Together.